Greetings in the mighty name of His Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie I the First, and I, Divine Mother, Empress Menen, Queen Omega, and I, the children of Jah Rastafari, representing for the Ankh Nation family. Let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be accepted in I sight, O Jah. Yes, greetings ones and ones. Once again, give thanks for lending ear, so I can articulate Rastafari. Now, this word Sonia is in relation to, it seems like everywhere I turn, Bob Marley and Vybes Katel keep on resonating in the atmosphere. Now, Vybes Katel, in truth and in fact, I never did go even make no utterance on the Vybes Katel situation. But I there in the streets and a vibration pop up in my heavens. And the question we're coming at I heavens. What does Vybes Katel and Bob Marley have in common? No. When I might sit and I give some thought and I pray it out. And the answer is influence. The two of them have influence. Different levels of influence, but influence nonetheless. Bob Marley more global, whereas Vybes Katel me that more put him international. If they, you know, so no. The recent Bob Marley biopic that the One Love. I want to walk with me and I should make a point. Bob Marley. The powers that be, re Bob Marley. And the powers that be, re Vybes Katel. No. The powers that be expected Bob Marley to fade after passing, but the message music, Rastafari message through the vessel we call Bob Marley. It has such resonance globally that the powers that be couldn't stop it. And out of that word sound comes the influence. Now, Bob Marley influence is so global that it boosts the economy of Jamaica on the tourist side. And a lot of young Europeans, and not just Europeans alone, you know, but I'm going to say Europeans, gravitate to the image of Bob Marley, the sound of Bob Marley. I have enough of a young white male where I twist up them ear, likewise the girls them. But however, the female them, because of Bob Marley, them attracted to enough. I don't even want to call them, because enough of them are bagger here. Mapped, prostitute them. Through them, all them say Bob Marley, them figure more or less every bagger here. I feed them Bob Marley. So therefore, it open up. Let's say enough of the white girls, them are open up to the bagger here them. And therefore, that create an influx of what they call biracial and mixed race or interracial. Babies are born. Now, the powers that be, these are the future of their country. The woman manifests the future, which is the child. So, how can they arrest the influence of Bob Marley? And at this I vibration, it manifests the movie Cause since the Bob Marley movie manifest, look on the negative vibration about Bob Marley from me born and I hear about Bob Marley. Cause the first time I get introduced to Bob Marley, once again I through my old man, and the song what resonated I from a youth is the old pirate, yes, the rabbi, sold light to the merchant ship. Minutes after they took I from the bottomless pit. A song them call it redemption song, but for I call it old pirate. Because that's the name for it still. Because that's what it represents. Nonetheless, because of Bob Marley influence on the young Europeans them. Like again, I say them if I arrest them development. Arrest Bob Marley development or influence upon the young population in Europe. Because, and like I say again, because of Bob Marley, enough of them run come to Jamaica. And a matter of fact, not even just Jamaica alone. Anywhere them find a man will look like Bob Marley and them think is a Rasta man. Them gravitate for that positive message, positive sound of Rastafari. So what go on now with the movie? You know the movie in the social space bring out. To Jamaican, we're proud of it. We call them a gallus. Bob Marley a gallus. Bob Marley have a whole heap of woman. In the European space or the global space, Bob Marley is a womanizer. Bob Marley go around the place. And these are the sounds them, especially from the females them. On the social space, may I listen to them and I pay attention. But I recognize it from I first see the movie still. But anyway, him go around and him breed up everywhere him go and breed up woman and him leave them because him left all of them upon the mother. So therefore, in the European space, family is important. The nucleus of the family is important. So they don't want their daughters to be influenced by a Bob Marley. So how do you stop the influence of Bob Marley? Paint the negative energy now. Same as a womanizer and all them do a breed up. Therefore, the ones them that gone through the gate already, the arrested development of the demystification of Bob Marley now is not for them, the older ones them, the baby boomers them, and even the ones them currently, where them teenage and go up, in them 20s and beyond. This move for them I make is not for them, it's for the young ones them, the one them were born and the one them are young right now. So when them put the message out there and plaster it all over the social space, guess what happened? Bob Marley will no longer be looked at as this mystical next to righteous, because them are kind of put him, give him a Christ-like vibration right now too. So these are the move now to arrest the influence of Bob Marley. So that's what that represents. Influence. Now, how that correlate to Vybes Katel? Vybes Katel is a dancehall artist and them sphere of influence strong with the youth them. Very strong. Both on the Jamaican space and in the international space. But however, on the Jamaican scene now, the powers that be at Jamaica, they can't allow a one like Vybes Katel to penetrate the mind of them pitney, which that's why they don't go on to Jamaica before them exile him or lock him up. It was to the point where, like all the youth name, the producer youth name Russian, them youth, they're enough more uptown youths. Vybes Katel, them gravitate more. And the youths them are gravitate, enough of them are come down in the garrison them and I take up the garrison style. Some of them is not per se, them a bad man per se, you know. But at the same time, them a take up the look and the image. And them a get cross up. Because enough of the time, when police are roll through and buck up some of them, they make them phone call and protect them. But at the same time, Vybes Katel influence is very strong. That upon that are the boy them. Not to mention the girls them. Because the girls them now, them want them bad man. Them want Vybes Katel. Anything we like Vybes Katel, them want it. So guess what now? Them a come out of them shelter world and I come down in a what? What them call the garrisons. And I fraternize and I bring the garrison them uptown too. Because some of the time for them parents busy around down money, them don't even pay attention to them. You see it? So now the two worlds are collide. The urban space or the ghetto and the uptown, the elite, the upper class, the upper echelon of society. So Vybes Katel penetrate their mind. So what they must do now with that one like Vybes Katel? They have to get rid of him. Now, Vybes Katel opened the door because I'm lifestyle. So now, them arrest film development. But them sphere of influence still strong. Now, this is what the reason why Vybes Katel they are prison. And based on how it look, I don't even know if I'm going to get for come out. Because what? Back to the Privy Council thing now. Them quash the conviction. That means that them set it back at Jamaica now for retrial. Can Vybes Katel get a fair trial in Jamaica now? My answer is no. Because them case is well publicized. Everybody know about it. So him can't get a fair trial. No. The jury tampering, it go to the Privy Council and constitutional rights. Meaning, the reason why the Privy Council overturn it is because it violates the constitutional rights on fair trial. Fair trial. Because the jury was tampered with. Now, the judge and the prosecutor and them supposed to throw away the conviction there and start over the trial first. But however, we're popping on my mind now. Is this. Now, well confident the DEA to continue knowing say a man, someone try to tamper the jury. And them still keep that man on the jury and Vybes Katel was found guilty. What was what it is? Because it's not like the jury, the prosecutor, the DPP don't know the law, or the judge don't know the law. So what made them so confident to continue with the trial? No. This are just I prement. Is it potentially that the deck was stacked against Vybes Katel? We meaning the system set up the jury. Because them have for them on just like how the brother here try to bribe. The DPP them don't have who them for up on that the jury they for convict Vybes Katel. So therefore, one jury couldn't stop it. So them continue the trial for make Vybes Katel know say, yo, you could have tried all you want, you not get where. We have you. Because really and truly, Vybes Katel allegedly killed Lizard is not the problem. Because Lizard is nobody to them. And within the law, everyone is entitled under the law. But I don't know, say, them people don't really care nothing about poor people. And the only issue why Vybes Katel is such a big issue is him influence. Like how I say Bob Marley, like how in 2024 now, them start the arrested development of Bob Marley. That means him spirit influence, like I say, another 20, 30 years from now, Bob Marley will not be looked upon how he's looked upon today. And make time play out and make a watch and see. But nonetheless, back to Vybes Katel. So this I prement. why the DPP was so confident to continue with that tainted jury. And hence, the end result was guilty. And them give Vybes Katel the time where him and them friend them get. That, when that popping in my heavens, and like I say again, just like how them claim say, the man tried bribe the jury, maybe him couldn't bribe that the jury there because it was well stocked already. So, that my frame of thought on Vybes Katel case per se. Because like I said, I never really have no intention to really Vybes from Vybes Katel per se. Because, you know, it wasn't of a great significance to me per se. Especially when I look through the lens of Rastafari. But at the same time, I can utilize and draw the correlation between Bob Marley influence, Vybes Katel influence. Different scale, but nonetheless still influential. And now I see the onslaught on Bob Marley image now. And like I say again, in the global space, when it comes to family, family is essential. Them value family more than how we look on family. You see? And them woman is very important, and them protect them woman. Not like we will make everybody run up in our woman. They don't rate that, and them try to protect them woman as best as possible. Even though them appear that is a free world, you know. But there are certain things is a no. And like me say, love not have the boundary, you know. So it can pop in any space at any time. And a case of point again, I always reference Harry and Meghan. But nonetheless, these people have to make Bob Marley now becomes the womanizer, the man that goes around and impregnate all the women and leave them alone to carry the burden. Hence, it is not a good representation as a family man. No matter how Jamaica might big him up and we are big him up and say him a gallus and we our psychosocial cultural expression where white people are European, the global space look upon as womanizing. We might look and celebrate it differently. And this now, I almost say, the attacker will come from Bob Marley to demystify him. And in other words, try to diffuse the sphere of influence we have globally. And that is not something that happens overnight. But nonetheless, the work starts. You know what I mean? And the first title is him is a womanizer and him go around and breed up woman. So that right, they say put a chink in the demystification of Bob Marley. I could see why it's pop up out there now. Because time of the master, right? And like I said, Vybes Katel now. Fame influence, my influence, have too much influence on upper echelon of society. Children. And them have to put a stop to that. So that's why them arrest fame development. Now, if I was Vybes Katel lawyer, because the Privy Council looked like she bent for retry him, maybe them figure run an investigation from the former jurors and find out what them can find out from them. And maybe I me just attack willy-nilly, and maybe something go on. But knowing these people and how them are pressed so hard for this man for keep him in prison, maybe something there. But I just want to look into it. You know what I mean? That are just my vibration from the Vybes Katel and drawing correlation between Vybes Katel and Bob Marley influence. You know what I mean? Until such time, know that Rastafari is yours. Ja Rastafari without apology. Sealer.